What's up, everyone? Anyways, I'm Josh Langley, and welcome to another Let's Break Pokemon TCG Online. Anyways, so this is actually the last booster tin I got from what was it, Walgreens? I think they had like 3 of these in stock, and one of them was left. I looked at it, I was like, yeah, it's in the week. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. These are out of print boxes, so they don't print these anymore. And you get, I guess it says you get 3 Pokemon TCG booster box packs, and 1 of 3 special promo cards. And obviously, it's a Gangar in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at what we got in here and open this sucker up. And trying to get this plastic off real quick. See if I can get this plastic off here. All right. Said and done. Let's go ahead and get this top part here. There's the card. There's the tin. And first thing we got is obviously this Gangar card here. Pretty interesting. Nice little holographic that we got. It's a promo, but at the same time, it's a star card from one of the packs. So I don't know if it's actually a promo or not. No, it just says it's a special foil, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's a promo. It's actually from the packaging, so that's pretty cool. So it's actually worth more money. And it looks like we got an XY Fist of Fear, Furious Fist package, an X and Y base set, it looks like, and then black and white legendary treasures, which is one of them that I've been looking for. And these 3 are all out of print. You can't buy these at the stores anymore unless you get lucky. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go through one of the X and Y packs, and I think the Furious Fist is the first one we're gonna go ahead and do. And sorry if I suck at these names, but that's just how it is. I've been just recently started doing this just because I started to get back into Pokemon. I've always been collecting them since I was a kid, but I just started opening them and stuff big time as of lately. And it has nothing to do with Pokemon Go. So if all you guys are wondering it's because of Pokemon Go, no, it has nothing to do with it. It's just I just love Pokemon. So here's one of the digital packs. I'm not going to go ahead and give those away since I do use those online. So. And there's 3. 1, 2. I believe that's how that goes. And so yeah. So we got Smoochie, Muhata, Iman, Solmet, Parrot, Weeping Bell, Mountain Ring. Prevent all damage done to the bench Pokemon by attacks, both yours and your opponent's. That's a nice one. Stadium card. Nice little trainer. We got Dedenne. And for a reverse holo, it's a common, and it's Scropy. And for our rare, our holographic Selking, which is nice because it does that amnesia, which is choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon. It's attack, and that Pokemon can't use the attacks during your opponent's next turn. Nice. And you got Knuckle Sandwich, which is 120 damage. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. So the cool thing about these cards, even though this is a holographic, I'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit more of what that looks like. The cool thing about these cards is for the expanded deck series in this Pokemon League this year, for the tournaments wise, it goes all the way through black and white for rotation, so you can still use your black and white cards. And I believe next year all black and white's going to be gone because we're going to have the base set for Sun and Moon. So I'm pretty sure they're going to cut out all the black and white next year. But for this year, we can still use black and white. So that means these X and Y cards are still legal in tournaments. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully we can get ourselves a ultra rare out of here, one of these. So we got this X and Y package. Let's pop it out. And obviously here's my digital code that I will be using. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's my card trick to get the rare at the end. And our card is Fletching, Franklin, Voltorb, Chaspin, Talon, Inkay, Aquilin, and for a trainer, it's a Fairy Garden Stadium. Each Pokemon that has any fairy energy attached to it, both yours and your opponent's, has no retreat cost. Nice, that's pretty interesting. If you guys see the dog in the background, him right here, that's Eint. So that's my dog. And for our Reverse Hollow, it's actually a rare, and it's Fletchinder. Which is cool. So search your deck for a fire energy card and attach it to this Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Actually, that's not a rare. It's actually an uncommon. My bad. And for our holographic rare, we got Trevenant, which is actually a really good card. And I'll go ahead and read that one as well. So his ability is, I can't see it very well. Forest Curse is his ability. As long as this Pokemon is on your back to Pokemon, your opponent can't play any item card from his or her hand, which is really good. You've got also an HP of 110. He's Psychic. And Tree Slam does 60 damage. This attack does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Doesn't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. I don't have the beginning form, so that kind of sucks. But it's pretty cool. Trevenant, nice card. Really usage for that. But now remember, the XYs that you see here and the legendary treasures are not legal in standard deck, but they are legal in expanded deck. So we got a nice hollow rare, which is basically super rare in the series. Nice, we got 3 little super rares at least, so it's kind of worth it. And now we're gonna open up legendary treasures. There's my promo card. I'm sorry for that, guys. 2, 3. I believe that's how legendary treasures are. It says 3 and 3. So we got a Natsu, Dino, Tangela, Gothica, Adino. Okay, flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 30 damage, shines number of heads. Subat, Politoad, Floppy Toad, or whatever it's called. And then we got an Oshawott. It's looks like it's a common Oshawott, and it's a reverse hollow. So that's pretty cool. What do we get? Oh my gosh, we got an ultra rare Lugia EX ultra rare. That is a beautiful card that we got here. Let's see here, 180 damage. I don't know how much this card is worth, but it's probably worth maybe $5, $6 at minimum. Maybe up to $30, $40. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at it. But anyways, his abilities overflow. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack of this Pokemon, take 1 more prize card. Plasma Gale. 120 damage. Discard a plasma card attached to this Pokemon. If you can't discard a plasma energy, this attack does nothing. So obviously we don't have plasma energy on. I don't have any plasma energy, but Team Plasma is where he's from. That's pretty cool. And for our last, looks like it's a Radiant card. It's an uncommon, and it's another holographic. It's a Scepter. Serpentor. There we go. Nice. Looks like a pretty decent card, actually. Royal Garden. If this Pokemon has any grass energy attached to it, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. And then you got Solar Beam, which is 80 and 140 HP. That's actually pretty decent for a Radiant card, actually. So, anyways, guys, if you guys like that and anything else, hit me up, guys, and we will continue to do more of these. I do got like 4 videos of booster box openings coming up, but they might be a little boring because I just gonna go through the card and just do it because I couldn't keep up with the names. But well, I'll get them up there eventually. But anyway, so we did get a decent amount of hollows here. I don't really care for the reverse hollows. They're not really that great of value. But these super rares are maybe a couple dollars here and there. And then this Radiant collection card's probably a couple dollars. But the one that we got on EX Ultra Rare, this one might be worth some money. I got to take a look to see how much that is. But yeah, for all things Pokemon, keep it locked in and keep on watching. Peace out, guys. Bye.